How about another round for Brewsday Tuesday? Here is Drez and Huck.
Man, these crowlers are hard to open.
That, my friend, is a crowler pop. It is Brewsday Tuesday, a very special Brewsday Tuesday at that, as we are live on location for Floydfest 18. We are getting wild on Cosmic One, Huck.
The Cosmic One.
And we had a first good couple rounds. We talked with Sam from Across the Way Productions about the ins and outs of Floydfest this year. Got to speak a little bit with Matt from Ballast Point, and now another brewery that's going to be on hand all weekend long that you can enjoy their tasty stuff is Big Lick. And we got Adam from Big Lick joining us now on the segment. Adam, thank you so much for joining us on the show.
You're very welcome.
Today, brother.
Thank you for having me.
Now, first things first, let's talk about what you just brought us to crack open in the crowlers.
So I brought two crowlers of two of the different beers that we're going to be serving here at Floydfest this year. The first one that you're pouring right there is
spilling all over the carpet. Don't tell Sam I'm spilling all over the cosmic carpet.
Our delicious beer on the floor is
alcohol abuse.
Citra on top of the mountain. It is a New England IPA. That we brewed with all Citra hops.
Nice.
Lots of flaked wheat, lots of flaked oats, very smooth, silky mouthfeel, very beautiful hop profile and hop aroma on that one. It turned out excellent, and we're really excited to be serving that here this year.
Hell yeah, man. I'm waiting for it. That was just a terrible pour on my part, so I'm going to have to wait for the head to calm down a little bit right now.
It's all good.
But what about you, Huck? What you got over there,
I've got the Big Lick Into the Wild American Pale Ale. So
now that sounds perfect for this weekend.
It's a slightly wild pale ale.
It is a wild pale ale. We like to live on the wild side of Big Lick.
This is wild. This is Floydfest Wild.
This is Floydfest Wild. So we wanted to brew a beer and give it kind of a name that kind of fit into the this year's theme of Floydfest.
So Floydfest does this thing, and they've done it since the very beginning, where they call themselves a boutique festival, and they've always had good beer. One of the reasons I've always come to Floydfest is because of good beer, and it's great to see Big Lick here. You guys just expanded.
We did.
Started small. You're moving up. I'm sure
moving on up in the world.
There'll be some more. You know?
Oh yes, we were just recently listed earlier this year as one of the top 50 fastest growing breweries in the United States by the Brewers Association.
I was actually over there the other day,
which was a huge honor.
Music. So
yeah.
How fast are you guys growing? Like, I mean, the operation has grown that much, that quick?
It has. So the first 3 years, we only brewed on a small 2-barrel brewing system in our former location. Now that we have our new expansion location open down at 409 Salem Avenue in downtown Roanoke, we now have a 15-barrel brewing system in our brew house, along with our original 2-barrel brewing system, which is now our pilot system that we do a lot of experimental test recipes on.
So now, because of just that little tidbit that you gave me, it sounds like you have more knowledge than an average just like sales rep. So what exactly is your title down there? What are you doing over there?
I am their taproom manager, so okay. I oversee the front of house operations on a day-to-day basis. So I know a little thing or two about the beer and especially about the brewing, and it's been a pleasure working for Chuck and Brian downtown at Big Lick, and every day is new and different, and it's always been a lot of fun getting to try all the fun and crazy, unique beers that Brian likes to crank out in the brew house.
Didn't they actually start as home brewers?
They did. So both of our owners, Brian Summerson and Chuck Gars, both started out as home brewers. And
finally tried it.
It's delicious, right?
So good.
It's delicious.
So I probably judged their beer.
Yeah, you probably did.
Because I judge for a lot of the brew festivals.
Yeah,
I'm a celebrity judge. I don't have to have any actual knowledge. That's the great part about it.
Right.
So they can just discount whatever I said.
So they've both been longtime members of the Star City Brewers Guild in Roanoke, and longtime home brewers. And finally, back in September of 2014, they both opened the original Big Lick location, and it all just took off from there.
Yeah, I probably hit that thing 5 or 6 times, and and I'm unusual because you may say, well, I have like a home bar, and I have a couple multi-tap bars I go to regularly, but really I want a different beer every time, and that was so great about every time I went in there.
They definitely have an emphasis on variety.
Yeah, they had maybe 2 or 3 they ran most of the time, but there was just always new stuff.
Yeah, we're always brewing new things.
So how does that? But how does that work? So I mean, if you're doing so much emphasis on trying new things, and then if one of them is just such a big fan favorite, you'll keep that recipe around?
Yes, there are definitely several beers that I guess you couldn't technically consider them to be mainstays. We don't have any true year-round flagships that we constantly have on tap all the time. However, we do have
not even one.
Nope, not even one.
Well,
but
I think that's a good thing.
We do have several big fan favorites that we do keep bringing back on a consistent rotational basis.
On top of the world?
That's actually the first time that we've ever brewed this beer was for Floydfest.
Well, damn, you're knocking it out of the park.
Yeah, Brian really knocked that one out of the park. I'm super stoked on it, and
I can't wait to try it here.
We're gonna definitely be brewing that again. Several of our mainstay beers, I
White
guess,
Mustang,
White Bronco would be one of them. It's a New England
Mazda OJ.
It's where the juice is.
It's a juicy IPA.
It's a very juicy New England IPA.
There you go.
So we brew that a lot.
Beer. I had that at your grand opening. That was a really good beer.
Peace, Love, and Happiness would definitely be another one. That's more of a West Coast style double IPA that we do.
Man, y'all are you're all about the puns. Come up with some good names. You got clever guys working over there.
Brian comes up with a lot of our beer names. We have a lot of very creative and punny beer names.
Well, we need to call Brian to name our Brewsday Friday show.
You do.
You're right.
Because I didn't do a good job.
Friday.
Friday.
Could use a little work. We got time to figure that one out, Huck. Yep. Of course, we are live at Floydfest 18. Now I paused
the sun's back out, so I had to put my sunglasses back on.
Yeah, it
hasn't rained.
Nice.
It's been nice up here.
Yeah, I'm hoping the weather will hold off. I mean, either way, if it's raining, whatever, you're going to have some fun. But I posed the same question to Matt from Ballast Point. Are you here? Are you going to be here all weekend for fun? Or are you going to have to be working a little bit of both?
I'm going to be doing a little bit of both. Our owners, Brian and Chuck, are going to be here for the majority of the week, working the festival for the brewery. Most of the time, I'm going to be back in Roanoke holding down the fort at the brewery while the brewery's open. But I'm hoping to be out here later on in the weekend. And
are you going to be able to pop up
hopefully,
and see some bands?
Hopefully be able to pop up here and see some of the live music.
Yeah.
Hopefully on Sunday I'll be able to make it up here and spend the day with my girlfriend, see Old Crow Medicine Show.
Yeah. Well, you can try to come up Friday night, if you can.
Yeah, Friday night. I think. If I had to pick one day to be here, it'd be Friday.
Yeah,
swing it if you can.
I definitely will do my best.
And bring some more beer with you, man.
I will.
Delicious. Are you on Untappd?
We are on Untappd, yes, I am personally.
What's your handle?
J.A. McDeer.
Is
my Untappd user
Drez
handle.
Drinks is my handle. Huck's Beer Buzz is his. So you know what's up with Untappd. And
I do.
I'll let you give it a 5 later. Huck, what do you think of it?
I'm going to give this guy a 5. I'm going to give it a 5. I'm going to give it a 4.75. But since you had to struggle to get this here, there was confusion. These back roads to Floyd can sometimes be troublesome. We got this beer like 5 minutes before showtime.
Yeah,
so
I literally just filled these
give you a
growlers
quarter
before I came up here.
I can tell the freshness, man.
Super fresh.
You get a quarter bonus for your hard work, so it gets a 5.
Cool. Well, thank you.
And you know what? I'm going to have to give it a 5 too. The Citra on top of the world. This is an amazing IPA. I mean, the Citra flavors on there are fantastic. And, yeah, kudos to you for the freshness. I mean, I've had a couple crowlers. I mean, they say it's supposed to last, a couple days. But, of course, the sooner the better you drink it.
Yeah.
And I don't think I've had a crowler
You definitely want to drink the IPAs
it's really
fresh.
A nice label, too.
Yeah, we have wonderful artwork on our crowler labels. We sell a ton of crowlers in the tasting room at the brewery back home. So
it's the way to do it, really. I have a bunch of growlers.
They're so much better than growlers.
Yeah. So these were both the Into the Wild and the Citra on top of the world. They were both made for this festival?
Both specifically made for Floydfest, yes.
Is there a third one?
Do you have any other ones?
There is going to be a third one that we're going to be pouring at Floydfest this year. It's another IPA called Peaks and Priorities. We're looking forward to that one. That one also turned out very nicely. And we're going to be tapping an exclusive Floydfest beer that we're only going to be serving here at the festival. None of it's going to be served at the brewery. It's all going to be here up in Floyd. It's a Saison brewed with pear.
Nice.
So
what's that one called?
A small, just pear Saison.
No
creative.
They ran out of the good.
What happened?
No creative name for that one, unfortunately.
They made it too close to. They're just give them the
thinking
beer.
juices were not flowing that day, apparently.
Or
the beer, man.
Well, I tell you what, man, I'm definitely looking forward to drinking all these beers this weekend at Floydfest. Definitely keep an eye out for the Big Lake. I mean, these ones are fantastic. I'm assuming the other ones are going to be just as good. So
yes.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Absolutely.
Adam
Thank
from
you.
Big Lick, and of course they're just right up the road. So if you haven't been there,
not too far.
Huck just said, I guess you guys have bands there on the regular.
Yeah, we have live music at the brewery tap room every Friday and Saturday night from 6 to 9 p.m. So come on out.
There you go. Just right there in Salem. Big Lick Brewing Company. One of many delicious breweries that you can enjoy out here at Floydfest 18. We are live on location from Cosmic One, getting wild at Floydfest. Huck, I know you're pretty much just going to be set up here all week because you're retired.
That's right.
And you can do that sort of thing. I unfortunately do have to work a little bit, but I am planning to get out here at least a little bit, hopefully over the weekend. So I'm sure our paths will cross.
Yeah, come on out.
Probably in the beer garden, but now we'll be drinking everywhere.
I'm down in Delta. Anybody's down there, look me up. I'll have a Huck's Beer Bugs banner somewhere on the Beer V.
And a sticker.
I have a new Beer V. So there's not stickers all over, but it's still, license plate still says Beer V.
You'll spot them. No doubt about it. So come on out to Floydfest and see us. I'm pretty sure tickets are still available. Floydfest.com. Get all the info that you need. And, of course, come on down and join us. Floydfest 18. Looking forward to it. We're going to not take a quick break. We're going to get back to the tunes. That's what we're going to do.
I'm off again. I'm off. My work
right here on 105.3 The Bear. Thanks again for joining us. We got Adam, Matt, and Sam on the radio show this week. And, of course, Huck, as always, my man, I appreciate you hopping on the radio with me, brother.
Thanks for having me.
Brewsday Tuesday. That's a wrap from Floydfest. Back to the tunes right here on 105.3 The Bear.